Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. You know what time it is. Time to spin that ACC Wheel of Destiny. Time to buckle up in the ACC. Thanks for checking out the pregame show. NCAA college football action coming up next with Brad and Kirk on the call. David and I will see you at halftime.
Pigskin feast coming your way from Lane Stadium in Blacksburg, Virginia.
Before we head down to the field for the coin toss, we'd like to remind you this game is brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything. So here comes the offense taking the field for the first time today. And he's tackled right around the 20. The Hokies coaching staff has just been raving about this kid, putting up some monster stats this season. He's a great fit for their system. I think that's the key right now. That's one of the reasons why he's putting up numbers that are among the nation's elite. Second down and 9 to go. Ball on the 20. Quick throw out to the receiver. He gets hit out of bounds. Right around the 34.
That was a really nice play on the ball by the receiver for a substantial gain and a first down.
And he's tackled after positive yardage. They're about 4 yards away here on second down. Now he tries to buy some time. Tackle made at about the 47-yard line. And he has a huge gain.
And I like the decision-making ability of this quarterback. He looks and looks. He sees nothing. He didn't get rattled. He sees some green in front of him, and he takes off. Ends up with a great run.
He makes it out to midfield.
That'll make a second setup.
From midfield, it's second down. He's got it out to his tight end, and they make the stop around the 47-yard line. So it's complete, but they didn't get much there.
And that's because the defense was just waiting on it, and they attacked. The quarterback should have found somebody else downfield.
Strike to his receiver, no good. And that one probably should have been picked off.
Yeah, are you kidding me? There's a blanket around that receiver. Somebody else. Had to be open.
They've got to play with some focus and smarts here. They don't want to make a mistake and suddenly find themselves trailing. Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
From their own 20-yard line. 2nd down. Quick pass. He's pushed out of bounds around the 39-yard line.
Good job here by the receiver to look the ball in and ensure he had possession. That's the right way to catch a pass.
Brought down at the 47. We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line. And they get nice yardage on that run.
Gaining 5 yards. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Fires out to his wideout. Knocked out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
That'll move the chains for another Virginia Tech. 1st down.
From the 24-yard line. 1st down.
Check 9, check 9. Coming to you, coming to you. Hey, go.
Short, left side. They'll bring him down at the 21.
Call to gain of 3 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Play fake. Slings it out there incomplete.
He threw that ball so hard, I don't think anybody wanted to catch it.
3rd down.
From the 21-yard line. It's 3rd down.
Go.
Throws complete, and he's hit right away. It'll be short of the 1st after the completion.
Well, good effort by the defense to make sure they got him before he got to the marker.
Defense stacked in tight here. Nice run up the middle.
You know, these big fullbacks aren't usually going to make a lot of moves on you. But when the lineman can give him some room, he can churn out some big yards.
This is the 10th play of this drive. And he carries the ball for a nice gain.
That brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 5-yard line. 2nd down. Touchdown, V-Tech.
This back has great vision, which allows him to make runs like this one we just saw.
There hasn't been too much daylight between these two teams. In games like this, some players try to press too much, and that can cause mistakes. Virginia Tech is up 7. Scrambling around. He steps out at about the 41.
Called a gain of 1 yard. That brings up 2nd and 9.
From their own 41-yard line, it's 2nd down. Play action. He's at midfield. He catches another. And they push him out around the 49-yard line.
That'll make it 3rd and 1.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Run.
He's tackled around the 48-yard line.
That'll move the chains for another Virginia Tech. First down.
First and 10. Ball on the 48. He's taken down at about the 35. Throws falling back and got his man. And he's taken down around the 24-yard line.
That's good enough for another Virginia Tech. First down.
From the 24-yard line, it's first down. Virginia Tech is up a score. Ross gets the ball left side. Tackle around the 23-yard line.
Gain of 1 on the play. That brings up 2nd and 9.
Pitches back. And down he goes at the 21-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 2 yards. That makes it 3rd and 7.
This is the 8th play of this drive.
I'll tell you something. I'm loving this quarterback's confidence more and more as this game goes on. He's really throwing the ball with some purpose.
First down. So inside the 5 with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. This offense has found the end zone on their last 2 drives, and they're coming out on this one trying to do much of the same.
I think the defense right now is just sitting back on their heels. They're allowing the offense to kind of dictate things to them. And the one thing is that any defensive coordinator will tell you in the country, you have to be the one trying to dictate things to the offense. So change it up. Try something different. If it's not working, you can't continue to sit back on your heels.
To the 10. And a huge touchdown play. Nicely designed play to the wide receiver, and it got him 6.
You said it, Brad, and a good time to call it. I tip my hat to the offensive coordinator.
Brad, the quarterback and this wide receiver clearly have outstanding chemistry. Wide receiver is so open because it was a perfect route. And the quarterback... And I think this defense right now needs somebody to try to lift up their spirits. They seem to really be just out there kind of going through the motions. And I think the last time they were out there when they gave up such a long drive has had an impact and an effect negatively on the psyche of this defense.
Play action. Now he's on the move. And he's tackled at the 40. From their own 40-yard line. First down. There's the strike complete. He's knocked out of bounds at the 43.
When you can move the ball downfield in big chunks like that, you've got the defense right where you want it.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 43. He's looking for 6.
You know, when you feel pressure like that, the worst thing you want to do is just to throw the ball into coverage. He got away with one right there. He's very fortunate. Next time, he should just throw it away out of bounds.
From the 43-yard line. Second down. How about that play?
That's a good pickup there. He just dropped back and delivered a nice throw.
Virginia Tech is going to use their first time out of the half here. Deep ball, laying it out there. He'll take it all the way for the touchdown.
Excellent play here by the quarterback, making the proper reads and finding his playmaker for the score.
So the offense is going to go for 2. Got to be careful of a pass play with this defense. He's got the 2. A 6-play, 77-yard drive, and they come away with 8 points.
Brad, I love these.
Well, the guys are chomping at the bit down there, waiting for the game to start back up. He gets to about the 27-yard line.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want none. They don't want none of this.
That'll bring up second and 3.
They need about 3 yards to get the first here on second down. Nice run there. Decent gain there on the play by the running back, and that's enough for the first.
He got 7, but it looked like for a second he could have broken it for even more. Good call.
Gets to about the 37-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
From their own 37-yard line, it's 2nd down.
Tighten up, tighten up. Go together.
He goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line. They're about 4 yards away here on 3rd down. Fires complete over the middle. Tackle made at the 34-yard line. And that completion gives him over 300 yards through the air.
He's been able to get up and down the field all day today, moving consistently and effectively.
You can see when he throws the ball well, this team usually wins. From the 34-yard line, it's 1st down. Runs outside for a nice gain.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
He scrambled. Throws, and he's right there to knock it away.
This is just an example of a safety reading the eyes of the quarterback and being able to get a good jump on the football to knock that away from the receiver.
And they'll look to convert here on another 3rd down. And he throws it away. The kick is up, and he splits the uprights.
Yeah, he got some good leg behind it, and he kicked an accurate ball right between the goalposts.
So the score. A good job on their last drive, getting 3. Let's see if they can get some more on this drive. Catches it, and that's all. That screen gets around 6.
I like the play call here. Getting to the receiver on the screen, he had blockers in front, and he turned the play into a nice little gain.
From their own 38-yard line. 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Go, check, check. Alert, predator.
If you can consistently run effectively like this, it'll force the defense to pay more attention to the run, and that creates chances in the play-action passing game.
Brought down around the 42-yard line.
If you're the defense, who do you try to cover this guy with? He's too fast for most linebackers. He's too big for most corners. You have to rely on your safeties, who generally aren't very good in one-on-one coverage.
1st and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line. Catches it, and he's punished. A
Kirk, that was a nice grab there.
You know, it may be simple, but whenever you can gain solid yardage, you're doing something right.
Bring up 2nd and 3.
And they make the stop at the 24.
That'll move the chains for another Virginia Tech. First down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 24. They'll bring him down at the 23.
That's a gain of 1 yard. That brings up 2nd and 9.
Man left, man left. All right, T, let's, all right, T, check. 24, 24, go. Ready,
Over the middle to his tailback. He's tackled at about the 23-yard line. That's 3 down and 1 to go. Virginia Tech's lead is 19. Back in this very pivotal 4th quarter. Fires quickly, and he's got his receiver for the touchdown. Well, the offense certainly did their job. They've extended their lead here in the 4th quarter, and now they look at their defensive counterparts and say, hey, guys, it's your turn. The offense will be hoping they can move the ball as well as they did on their last drive.
I expect him to run the ball, kill the clock, and put this one in the books.
Virginia Tech with a commanding lead. Tackle after a decent run up the gut.
That brings him 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 coming up here. Ball on their own 32. And he hits him hard at the 42.
You know, this could be considered rubbing salt in the wound, but you have to keep playing for the entire 60 minutes. So if the defense has a problem with it, they need to defend it better.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 42. He's taken down right around the 40.
Called a gain of 2 yards. That makes it 2nd and 8.
Good tackle there in space. He was covered and still caught the ball.
Yeah, this guy's got the balance, control, and just great instincts when it comes to catching the football. Good-looking athlete.
From the 22-yard line. 1st down. Decent run here, right side.
Gain of 6 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Virginia Tech looking to add to this big lead here. And they get nice yardage on that run.
That makes it 1st and goal.
It's 1st down. They'll be looking for 6 points
chance here. And he's taken down the 7-yard line.
Gain of 2 on the play. That brings up second and goal.
And this is the 8th play of the drive.
45, 45. Key in. You're not ready. You're not ready. 648. Yes, 48. Alert, alert, alert.
Looks to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown. He makes it 4 scoring passes.
Well, what we have right now is a quarterback who's very comfortable with his offense. He believes in his system, and the coaches and players believe in him.
So now the offense comes back out, hoping for the same success they had on their last drive.
So much of the passing game is about the timing between the quarterback and his wide receivers. And right now with this offense, they are in sync, and really the timing and execution is flawless.
He kept it himself and picked up a good-looking first down.
Great execution and a good decision there by the quarterback.
1st and 10. Ball on the 35. Just under 2 to go in the game. Tackled after a decent pickup.
Gain of 4 on the play. That brings up second and 5.
Let's go, let's go.
Runs it left for a decent gain. From the 25-yard line. First down. Looking for the corner. He takes it right side for a good gain.
Gain of 6 yards. That'll make it second and 4.
Taken down as he works the left for a nice gain.
That's a gain of 4. That makes it first and 10.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 15. And he'll just take a knee here to kill the clock. Virginia Tech up by a big margin.
Let's go. 268. 268.
The Hokies know that they have to enjoy this guy while they've got him, because somewhere down the line he's going to be at the next level.
Well, that'll definitely be in his future, but for now, he needs to sit back and just enjoy this performance, and really the play caller, the quarterback, the offensive line, the receivers, the entire group as just a whole should feel good about their performance.
That's it for this presentation of NCAA Football 14. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler saying thanks, and we'll see you soon.